Hello, it's the FYI guy here today to talk about dishwashers. This dishwasher would not drain. The owner said she did a load of dishes and when she opened it there was about a ½ inch of water in the bottom. This is an older Whirlpool unit. Works fine, but it quit draining. So first thing I did is took the basket out, which has been already removed, just rolls out on its wheels. And then at the bottom, there's a strainer. This is a small particle strainer, which needs to be cleaned. It's not too bad, but they can get pretty nasty. That needs to be cleaned before being put back in. And then you got this bigger particle strainer, okay? Now, inside this little well here, I checked to see if it was clogged, and there are no clogs in it. Okay, I'm going to clean that out too before I'm done here, but I could not find a clog there, so that wasn't a problem. So that took me to the drain tube. Okay, I took the drain tube off right here underneath the sink, which goes into a disposal, and looked in there. Really couldn't tell anything. It was gunked up, but it seemed to be clear. It wasn't totally clogged. So I poured some water in it. I took this pitcher, held this up and poured water in it, and it would not drain. So basically it would not backfill. It should have backfilled into the bottom tub, the bottom of the dishwasher, but it didn't. So I suspected that the hose was clogged. So I went ahead and took the bottom panel off. This panel here is on the bottom. Okay, it has a couple screws, one on each end. You can see these screws go on each end. I pulled that out of there, and you can see the bottom. I've already removed the hose. The hose was attached to the pump. Hope you can see that. It was attached to the pump right here, and I disconnected it. First thing you want to do is make sure you get all the water out of the bottom of the basin of the dishwasher, because as soon as you pull that hose off, you are going to get a boatload of water come out of there. Okay, so get all the water out of the bottom before you pull that hose, which I did. After that, I checked the pump. And what you can do is, there's some blades in that pump. You can see them yellow blades in there. Those will rotate, and you'll tell if the pump is working. I'll go ahead and turn that on. You can hear it. Plus it's pumping a little water. You can see that the pump's working. So I knew it wasn't the pump. So what did I do next? I tried to put water in the hose. It wouldn't take water. So I used a coat hanger. Handy dandy coat hanger. Handy dandy coat hanger, and I slid that coat hanger down into this tube. Okay, I disconnected it here. I disconnected it, and I slid this coat hanger ream it around back and forth, slide it around. Use a thin coat hanger, the cheapest coat hanger you can find, so that it's flexible and it bends where all these bends are. You don't want a stiff hanger, you want a real flexible cheap one, which this one is. It'll easily bend. Loop your end. See how I loop the end? Make sure that the end doesn't snag on anything and you get it caught in there. Okay, loop the end so it doesn't stab, pop a hole, or get snagged on something. Okay, and just ream that through there back and forth, and see what you get. Well, when I was done, I did get some gunk in there, which appeared to be some grease. Now, after 27 years, that little bit of grease I got out of there, that was 27 years worth of buildup. So obviously they don't use a whole lot of, put a whole lot of grease down their dishwasher, but that's food for thought. Watch that grease. It does build up at the low point of these tubes, these drain tubes. After reaming this through, this is what I got. You can see some grease clumps in there. I used this old food tray. Okay. I set this hose to where it would be caught. Okay, I had a weight on it. I put some weight on it to keep it on the tray. But after reaming the high part of the hose, you might have to go from both ends. But I caught it from under the sink end is where I got the grease on the tip of the hanger. So after I did that, I went ahead and took my pitcher, use the hottest water as you can, took my pitcher and I poured some more water down this tube. I poured water down this tube here. I poured some water down this tube with this pitcher of hot water, and this is what came out. I freed up that plug of grease. So now the hose is clear, and it's just a matter of putting it back on. Take this clamp goes on the end of the hose here. Put that on, the clamp on, slide your hose back on that nipple. The same with the bottom here. Put your hose back on the end of the pump. Make sure you got your clamp on. And that should take care of it.